Greetings to all melanated people all around the world who are followers of the message of William Branham, and greetings to all of the followers all around the world who are followers of William Branham also. Now, there was a time in my life when I was also one of those persons who were following the message of William Branham also, okay, but I've come to realize that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history, and that the Bible is written symbolically. And I come to discover this after I would have left the message of William Branham, and I've come to understand the message of William Branham more perfectly, that the real message of William Branham was a message of symbology and not the message that was spoken audibly. And many missed it, and they went and they built denominations and churches and believed that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history, and they're speaking against all different denominations when they themselves are a denomination. Okay? But that is not what I really want to speak about. I want to speak about me meeting William Branham in the year 2013 and even shaking his hand and having conversation with him. Now, I remember quite vividly the pastor told Exodus Vindial spoke about of whom speaketh the prophet this, when the prophet said, "I'll ride the trail again." And he was talking about seeing an Indian chief in the west. But many failed to realize what William Branham was saying. He was saying one who was a West Indian. That's what he was talking about. So many thought it was an Indian man, an Indian looking man like Vindial, but no, it's a West Indian, okay, riding a power. And when you say, "I will ride this trail again," you have to understand what is the eye of man. For the eye of man is God. That's the reason why the Bible tells you, if your eye be single, that your whole body will be full of light. And when you get on the trail, that's when you will realize that those who are following William Branham, that they lost in the wilderness, and they're having the Hurricane Mountain experience. Where William Branham said when he was in Hurricane Mountain and he killed the deer, and when he thought that he was going to leave the deer and come back, each time when he leave and he keep walking in the wilderness, he would find himself right back to the spot where the deer was, and he was going around in a circle, in a circle. And he say, hunters normally call it, I think it's the dead man walk, because many people, when that keep happening to them over and over and over, and they can't get out of the wilderness, some people could lose their mind. And he had to surrender and submit himself and say, "I am lost. I need to find the way." And that's when he find, I think, a telephone wire, and that was able to guide him, and he go back down to the place where his wife was staying, because he was doing this camping when he was on his honeymoon. So many ended up on Hurricane Mountain. And the reason I'm speaking this to you is that night after night, I would go to bed to sleep, and I would hear William Branham preaching. And I would look for him in dreamland, and I couldn't find him, but I would hear his voice. But there was one particular night that I found him, and I want to tell you how I found him. I went ahead of him. I didn't know what was happening. He was rather like kind of shocked to see me. And that's when I realized what was happening. Anywhere that William Branham rests his foot, once he moves his foot, wherever he moves his foot, a plant will bloom right there. So as long as you are behind of him and following him, you'll be lost. No wonder why it's just strictly a wilderness I used to be seeing all the time. So in order to understand the message of William Branham and to get on the trail, you have to go ahead of the man. And when you go ahead of him, then you will understand energy, vibration, and frequency. Then you will understand William Branham's message. And the whole ministry was based on energy, vibration, and frequency, and teaching you how when you understand energy, vibration, and frequency, you'll be able to create your reality consciously. So when he say, "I ride the tail again," he was showing you the mystery of Elijah and Elisha. That when Elijah said to Elisha, "If you see me when I go," what are you talking about? If you could follow the trail, and if you find the trail, you will understand the power in which he was operating on. That's the reason why, my brother and my sisters, when you dive deeper, you come to realize everything in this world is energy, vibration, and frequency. And then you will understand that your thoughts is a vibrational frequency. That is why William Branham could have a vision, because of his conscious and his subconscious mind. And when you understand the power of subconscious mind and how it is your thoughts that is creating your reality, then you will understand that you could create your reality consciously. That's the reason why, my brother and my sisters, I am the only one who is able to teach you how you could create your reality consciously and prove everything that William Branham has said about the bride. Because the bride is speaking about the feminine energy. It is speaking about the subconscious mind. Teaching you whatever you put in the subconscious mind, it's going to reproduce back to you. Whatever you sow in the earth, it's going to reproduce back to you. Whatever you can sow in a woman's womb, it will bring back to you. That's why he said the bride. Finding the feminine side. So the whole message of William Branham was a message, a symbology. So I had to meet him and shake his hand. When I shook his hand, I'm not even going to go in to tell you what he told. I'll do that. I shook his hand. No. When he take my hand and I took his hand, what is that? It is energy transmutation. So when the Bible tells you that Elisha was not wearing the robe and the staff of Elijah, what is he telling you? It's energy transmutation. And then it tells you that he had a double portion. Woo, I feel so good. It tells Elisha had a double portion. And people believe that Elijah and Elisha is two men thousands of years ago. It states of mind. It is states of consciousness. Because the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. The Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history. Anyone who disagree with me, they have to disagree with me psychologically. And anyone who opposes me, it has to be psychological force. It has to first be a thought. The Bible could not be written and it wasn't first a thought. Every book that has ever been written was first a thought. So the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history. That's the reason why no one can walk on literal water or turn literal water into wine. And I have a book called How to Turn Water into Wine on Amazon. Check it out. Plus my other books. So my brother and my sisters, that was energy transmutation. Okay? And then William Branham told me that God was going to remove someone close to me. At the time, he said, either your girlfriend, and nothing wrong with girlfriend, you know, don't make me go along them roads, you know, showing you that. No, watch me, my brother and my sisters. Do you know having sex is not sin? I'll leave that for another time. Question me on that. I prove to you having sex is not a sin. And I prove to you that all religious people who think they're really married, they're actually having sex in sin, which is ignorance. Show you that. But it's night time right now for that. Okay? So you're going to remove someone close to you. When I told my girlfriend, I told my mother in the gym, everybody was talking about death. But it wasn't death. And he told me this time next year. And in 1 year time, my mother lived in Trinidad and I live in Stevenson, two different countries. And my mother came to this island and had a confrontation with me. And make our relationship was far apart for a very long time. It is just recently that she was on the phone and she actually apologized to me. because she was accusing me wrongly. So my brother and my sisters, there are many people who be following William Branham, and they say no, that William Branham was a false prophet because they do not know who is a prophet. Do you know Henry Ford, who invented the motor car, could have prophesied the motor car to you? Do you know Orville and Wilbur Wright, the Wright brothers, could have prophesied the airplane to you? Do you know those who print money and give you money? You know they could have prophesied money to you? Do you know that you are a prophet? Do you know that you have a prophetic side? The only way you could discover that when you learn that you could create your reality consciously and giving you a test to man. Try me. This is practical. This is not theory now. Now, go to Psalms 4:4 and read. Where it says, commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. And I'm going to show you why Habakkuk 20 say, even if the vision tarry, you must wait. And I'm showing you that whenever you go into visualization and you use your own human imagination and you imagine something and visualize it, it's a vision and it's going to come to pass. But you will never thought that. Because they don't want you to know that you could create your reality consciously. And you could decide whether you want to live in poverty and mediocrity or you want to live in wealth and prosperity. So read Psalm 4:4. Psalm 4:4 says you must commune with your own heart upon your bed. Why is it? Why does the Bible tell you must commune with your own heart? Why you say you must go up on the knee and play and beg a God in the sky? Because there's no God in the sky. God is in you and He's teaching you that. So you say you want to discover the prophetic side of yourself? You want to prove that God is the creative power in you? You want to prove yourself that God is your own human imagination? He said, this is what you're going to do. So I give you a test. He said, come in with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Now, the stillness he's talking about is telling you to go into meditation. And when you go into meditation with your intention, that which you so desire, that you like to see manifest. And see it in your mind's eye, which is the eye of God, which is the eye of imagination. And go to the end, not the in-between. Do not think about how it's going to be done or when it's going to be done. Go straight to the end and see it already been done. Do it over and over before you fall asleep. And fall asleep while doing it. Fall asleep in the assumption that it is so. And do it at least about, say, for at least 3 nights. I can do it for a week. And I guarantee you, my brother and my sisters, a series of events will take place in your life and bring it to pass. But you have to learn to let it go. You have to plant the seed, so you have to let it go. After a certain time, you drop it and forget about it. And when it happens in your life, then you will remember it. And then you will know what I'm saying to you is the truth. Then you will understand also Matthew 6:6, where he say, you must close the door, which is the 2 eyes. And you must go into your closet, which is the innermost part of this being. Because this is the house of God. God who dwell in temples made of hand, Acts 17. And he say, you speak to the Father that which is in secret. Who is the Father that is in secret? The creative power in you, of which St. John 1 verses 3 say, without him there isn't anything made that was made, and that all thing was made by him. That him is not a man 2,000 years ago. That him is a personification of your own human imagination, teaching you that everything that was made was first imagined, and everything else that ever going to be made must first be imagined. So my brother and my sisters, that's why many miss the message of symbology that was done by William Branham. Not preached. The real message was never preached. It was for you to figure out. Because the entire Bible is parabolic. And no true servant of God could come and claim that he's been sent. And he doesn't speak to you in parables. That's why there are people who could understand me and there are people who just cannot understand me. There are some people who just can't come to realize that God and the devil is the same person. That's why he said, I kill. And let me give you the scripture, Deuteronomy 30-39. He said, I am God and there's none. He said, I am the one who kill. I am the one who make alive. I am the one who wound and I am the one who heal. The man who kill, it had to first be a thought, it had to first be imagined. The man who make a light is the same thing. Then it also says in Isaiah 45:5-7, I create the darkness and I create the light. I create the good and I create the evil. But my brother, my sisters, many of you were never taught the law of polarity, that everything has its opposite. You were never taught that a coin has a head and a tail, but it's the same coin. You were never taught that the devil represented negative thinking and God represents your positive thinking. And I can go on and on and on. But I believe I got my message across to you. That I can speak about William Branham because I've met William Branham. And I can speak about God or the invisible because I became invisible. I can speak about the new birth because I had the new birth. And I can tell you, when you have the new birth, you'll be brought from your skull. And you will become one with the wind and understand St. John chapter 3. So, I'm going to end here. I feel like I could go on and on and on and on, but I end here. Okay, so when you hear me talk, when people hear me speak, I hear me talking and hear me talking about William Branham and all of that. I meet William Branham. I had a conversation with William Branham. Those who run in and say about message and talking about bride. Which one of them can take you and put you in a place of affluence? If someone come to you and say, I don't have no job, I don't have no money, how could you teach them how to get it? Using the scriptures. And they can prove it for themselves and prove that they can get anything they want in this world. So my brother, my sisters, you know what I mean? I could even go on and show you how the pastor told Exodus manifest a certain vehicle. And show you how it happened. And prove to you that the Bible is a book of science. And if he had known it, he could teach every member in the church how to get where they want. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's operating by. He knew he's operating by a law. But he doesn't know that there's a law and a promise. And he doesn't understand how it works. Because he doesn't know anything about the esoteric. He doesn't know anything about quantum physics. He doesn't know none of these things. He doesn't know anything about metaphysics. He doesn't know none of these things. Okay? All he knows is just, church and religion. Okay? But, I believe I got my point across to you. And I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And feel free to check out my books. And also you can like, or you can comment, or you can share if you think it's worthwhile sharing. Okay? Now, my brother, my sisters, let me say this to you. Before you condemn anyone, do your research for your own self. So with that being said, I want to say peace. See you another time. Take care.